Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to your methodology and didactics class. In this semester, we're learning how to teach adults and adolescents. There is Boris Proaño. Do you know Boris Proaño? I don't think he's in this class, right?
Presente, teacher. Déjeme revisar línea.
I think he got confused.
I think so.
This is methodology class, Boris.
Yes, teacher, sorry. Excuse me.
No problem. Okay, so we're going to start with our class. Thank you for being here time. Session number 3 is about learning theories and their application. In this class, we're going to apply methodology and didactics theory learned in the session through a group demonstration class. Remember that most synchronous classes will be demo lessons, okay? Demo lessons. Since you're going to be teachers, you have to practice a lot before you start your pre-professional practice, and that's why we're here. So we're gonna start reading Teaching English as a Foreign Language, that is TEFL. You should read pages 5 to 14, 10 pages in total. I will give you 20 minutes to revise the material. Okay, so it's on page 5, Theories of Language Learning. You should read all of this. Okay, you can find this material on Google Classroom. So make sure you start reading. You have 20 minutes and I'll be here, okay, with my camera off. You can also turn off your cameras as you read. That's no problem, okay? Okay, we have 5 more minutes to finish the reading. Okay, everybody? So I hope you had time to finish the reading. So what we need to do is we're gonna form groups of, let's see how many, 6 to 7 students. Then using your notes from the reading and also the rubric. Remember that there is a rubric for all group works. You have to prepare an 8 to 10 minute demonstration class with the PPP stages. You have to focus on different grammar topics for adolescents or adults, student-centered with roles and also assigned. Include a lesson plan. Do you remember how to create a lesson plan? You should have seen this in Praxis, I think, or maybe curriculum. So you need to create a lesson plan. Then you need to focus on the PPP execution with cooperation. You have to create digital or physical materials. For example, you use paper, or I don't know, a toy, or maybe a book, or anything that you can get for the class. And you need to make sure that your group speaks clear English. Clear English is important. And once you are ready, we're back here and then we're gonna do a demonstration class. Okay, so we're gonna form groups of 6 to 7 students. Okay, 6 to 7. Who's gonna be the teacher? Everybody is. So you need to take turns to develop each stage. Maybe one of you can create the lesson plan, another one can create the PPP stages. Maybe there can be 3 or 4 teachers and then 2 students, or 2 students, 1 teacher. You need to distribute this activity and remember that the time limit is 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. Most importantly, you should apply what we have learned in these pages. What are some topics that we've revised? We revised theoretical approaches to explaining first language learning. We saw behaviorism, el conductismo, behaviorism. We also learned about innatism. Innatism, that's another theory from Noam Chomsky. We also learn about interactionism. That's another theory from Piaget and also Lev Vygotsky. So, and theoretical approaches to explaining second language learning. So basically we have three theories that you need to demonstrate in this demo class. How do you demonstrate it? That is up to you, because that is your creativity. Okay? You need to be creative as a teacher. Apply these 3 theories in your demo class. Any questions? Do you have any questions?
No question.
Okay, you have 10 minutes to prepare your class. Remember, assign roles, assign roles. One of you, the lesson. Other one, the one activity from the practice, other one activity from the production, one activity for the present, and so on. So everybody has a different role. Then you practice together, and finally we'll be back here. Okay? So let's create the groups if you have no questions. So there will be There will be 4 groups.
Teacher,
Yes.
is obligation use the three
P
words?
stages.
Uh-huh.
Yes, mister. Yes. At least one short activity, like that thing. One short activity. Because I want to see that you're able to present, practice, and produce. Okay? Those are the stages of a lesson. And yes, it's mandatory. Oh, that reminds me. We need to check the rubric beforehand. Thank you, Carlos. Look, there is a rubric. The rubric is, I think it's in the syllabus. Let me see. Yes, it's in the syllabus. So you need to check the rubric first before you do your work. Rúbrica de clases demostrativas grupales. That is the one that you may want to read. So you need to apply the theory. You need to use collaborative lesson plan. The lesson plan is worth 0.4 points. The PPP process, you see, full PPP in English, present, practice, produce. So yes, it's mandatory unless you don't want the 0.4 cards. Then we have the use of digital or physical materials. For example, you use a slide or you use a song or you use a book or anything. All people speak clear English and help each other. Okay? The class must be carried on naturally. Yes, we have to use the PPP process. Do you have any other questions? So what are we going to do? A presentation or a demo class? What are we going to do? A presentation or a demo class?
Demo class.
A demo class. So we need to act as teachers or as students. What are we going to act like? Teachers or students? You're acting. ¿Actuamos como teachers o como students? What are we going to act
Como
as?
teachers.
Como teacher.
Yes,
Teachers.
as teachers. Everybody should do different things. One, the lesson plan. Another, 1P, another, the 1P, another, and so on. So everybody has a different role. Okay, let's go to the groups. Remember that you have 10 minutes to prepare your demo class, okay? All right.
Teacher, buenas tardes. Me encontraba en la sala 3, se me cerró el Zoom por error.
Okay, everyone. So this is the way how we're gonna do. There is a lesson plan that you need to get me. So send it to the chat box. One person from the group can send me the lesson plan, okay? Only one lesson plan per group. You understand? Only one lesson plan per group. Okay, now we're going to have a spinning wheel selection for the group that it will go first, okay? The first group to show their demo class is group number 2, that's Araceli, Paola, Luis, Gisela, Verónica, okay? Group number 2, please send me your lesson plan and start with your class, the demo class. Group number 2, can you hear me? Group number 2. Okay, then let's spin the wheel one more time. Group number 2 is not presenting. Group number 4, that's Angie, Killian, Melanie, Monica, Eddie, and Talia. Group number 4.
Okay, teacher, please, presentation.
Okay, I need the lesson plan in the chat box and you can start your presentation, okay? But I need the lesson plan. The lesson plan is worth 0.4 points.
Sure, the activity is confused. We call agree.
Excuse me, say it again.
My partners no understand the activity. Is confused. We can't agree.
Oh, they became angry. Oh,
Agree.
angry, right? Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. So, are you presenting or not?
Yeah, but I need time, for example, the activity, or is in planning or exposition of the point, for example. I don't understand.
Well, the work that you had to do had several roles. And that's why I suggested that you assign roles. One of you could have created the lesson plan. Another one could have been a teacher for the practice. Another one for the present. Another one for the produce stage. Another one can have been a student, or it can have been the one that designs the materials. But yeah, everybody had to participate in the activity. I'm sorry that you didn't understand, but you can also have asked me a question on time and go ahead. Okay, so let's see another group then, because group number 4 is not presenting. Group number 3.
Okay.
That's Carlos, Evelyn, Jennifer, Marilyn, Victor.
One moment, teacher.
Okay, please send me the lesson plan through the chat box. Okay, remember that you have 8 to 10 minutes to do this presentation of demo class. I am waiting for your lesson plan. Remember that you need to send it to the chat box and begin. Go ahead, you can start.
So, teacher, I'm sorry. Okay, the today learning the present for daily routines. Um the next number 3. Okay, my partner.
Okay, good evening, everyone. We have behaviorism is a theory that explains language learning as a process based on imitation, practice, and reinforcement, where people repeat that they hear and from linguistic extent to feedback from their environment. For example, an example of behavior, behavior ¿Cómo se dice esa palabra? Behaviorism.
Behaviorism.
Behaviorism. Okay, gracias. Thank you. Behaviorism will be when a child hears their mother say, "Do you want some water?" and repeats, "Baby's water." Upon receiving a positive response on the dream itself, the child and reinforcing this behavior and gradually from the habit for asking for water whenever they want it.
Okay, and today we are going to talk about daily and routines. When do you use get up? We use get up and to say what time we get up. This table shows example sentences we use to describe what we do every day. For example, morning habits. These are the things we do in the morning. For example, I get up at 6 a.m. Activity in the panel. And these are the activity we repeat every day or every week. For example, they go the four what every night. And work routines. And these are the activity we do the out and the work. For example, hi, write, email, and daily.
Next.
Homework.
Ignacio.
Homework.
Ignacio. Sigo yo y compañero
Excuse me.
Ignacio is a theory in philosophy and the psychology of language that states that people are born with certain innate knowledge, ideas, or mental capacities. In other words, we
No,
don't
no,
learn
no diga que
everything
están
from
aquí. No, no me
scratch.
diga.
Some ideas are innate. We are born with them.
Homework, homework in class. For example, uh, he works uh, he works at 9 o'clock. She hears she hears dinner at 7. For example, he study. Uh, uh, he hears breakfast. He study.
Okay. Okay, class. Today, please look at the picture. In the first picture, look, how she washes the dishes. In the second is the boy study. The little girl eats, and the wake up, and they're in this how to sleep. Please repeat, uh, repeat, please. Miss Angie Perez. The
Yes,
first,
teacher.
yes, okay. The first picture is what she washes the dishes. Repeat, please.
She wash her dish.
Okay, very good. Miss Caroline.
I'm here.
Okay, repeat, please. This boy studies.
This voice studies.
Okay, very good. The next, Miss Tenorio. Uh, this little girl eats.
Don't, excuse me,
This little girl eats.
this little meal eats.
This little girls eats.
This little girl mix.
Eats.
Kids.
Eat. Comer.
Eats. Perdón,
Eat.
eats.
Okay, very good. Eat. Okay, in the now we're going to practice with repetition. Okay, uh, what's the dish? Please repeat, everybody. What's the dishes?
Was the dishes?
Okay, thank you. Everybody, no one person, no one study. Everybody. The second study.
Study.
Good. Eat.
Eat.
It,
Eat. Very good. Wake up.
Wake
wake
up.
up. Wake
Okay.
Up.
Wake up. Asleep.
Sleep.
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 Okay. Now, talk with the person next to you, points one picture and ask your partner. For example, Mr. Daniela and I'm sorry, Miss Daniela and Mr. Eddie. You participate is use the word for example you use sentences, sorry, use sentences, what is doing, what is doing. Uh, Create sentences. For example, what is doing? What is doing, Miss Daniela?
Excuse me.
What is she doing?
You have one
Uh,
more minute.
what's the
For
picture?
example, she is washing dishes. I am washing dishes. Okay. For example,
And the next
Mr.
picture
Mr. Eddie, what's he doing? You, what is doing?
He is at the writing in the paper, on the paper.
Okay, very good. The next study, um, Miss Miss Jennifer. No, I'm sorry, Miss Melanie. Uh, what is what is she doing? You, what is she doing? What you doing in the moment? Practice English.
In practicing English in class.
Okay, very good. For example, in the morning,
Thank you.
what is it?
Thank you to this group.
Thank you, teacher.
Claps. I know it's difficult because of the time. You didn't have enough time. That's okay. But still, you did good. I have to point out some positive things. I, well, I have to say that Carlos was definitely the teacher because I could see how you involved the class with this. What stage was this? Present, produce, or practice? Carlos, what stage did you present? Present, practice, produce?
Practice.
Okay, thank you. And well, you should consider some aspects that, well, you need to demonstrate a demo class. It was not a presentation. It was not explanation of the theory. It was more practical, as Carlos did. You didn't have to say, oh, this is the behaviorism, blah, 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 blah. No, you didn't have to say that. You need to put it into practice, okay? Maybe you had this song. Remember the songs? The song, or maybe an audio, listen and practice, maybe a video. Look, let's watch this video. We're going to ask questions about the video. So remember, you need to develop demo classes, not presentations, ¿ok? No son exposiciones, son clases demostrativas, ¿ok? In a demo class, you are the teacher, and teachers have to act as teachers, ¿ok? All right. Y el plan de lección, todavía lo estoy esperando. I'm still waiting for for the lesson plan. Do you have the lesson plan? Okay, let's skip to group number 1. Group number 1 is the last one, and it is formed by Daniela, Steffi, Evelyn, Ginger, Juan, Caroline, and Jenny. Oh, by the way, Carlos, your group has the lesson plan or you don't have the lesson plan?
Yes.
Okay. Can I see it, please? Send it to the chat box. Okay, so Ginger's group can start now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, my group and I are going to teach a short demonstration class about the present continuous. Use the interaction theory. Theory explain that people, learning and language, communication and interaction. Your objective next. Your objective for this class is very clearly by end of the lesson. You will the use present continuous to description action that are having written out. For example, I am from talking, you are listening. Next.
Okay, students, let's start with a simple question. It will help us understand the rest of the class. What is the present continuous tense? Remember, it's used to describe, it's used to describe actions that are happening at the moment of speaking or around the current time. It is form use subjects am, is, are, and verb ing. Next.
Structure of present continuous tense, positive sentence, subject plus and is are plus verb ing. Example, she is cooking dinner. A negative sentence, subject plus and is are plus not plus verb ing. Example, they are not playing games. Question, and is are plus subject plus verb ing. Example, are you reading a book? Okay, key points to remember. Use I, is, are based on the subjects. For example, I am, she, he, it, is, we, you, they are, and adding ing to the base verb. For example, cook, cooking, and read, reading. Okay, the practice. I want everyone to repeat the words with me without adding the ing. And okay, repeat me, please. Eat,
Eat.
eat, cook,
Could
sleep,
Sleep.
sleep,
play,
play,
Play.
paint.
think.
Play.
Okay, now let's see how it sounds with the ing ending added. Eating, repeat with me. Eating, cooking,
Cooking,
sleeping,
sleeping,
Sleeping.
playing,
playing,
Play.
and painting.
Painting.
Okay, please, someone help me. First, look at the picture and tell me what the person is doing. Okay, the one What is she doing?
She is eating.
Eating. Another picture. What is he doing?
He is
Okay.
writing.
Playing. He is
Play.
playing. Okay, and finally, picture.
She
She
is writing.
He's painting.
painting. Okay, thank you.
Yamal, mira quién es. Araceli, microphone.
Are you finished?
No, okay, no, I'm sorry. The aim of this activity is to develop participation and understanding, behaviors, and activisms, and interactions. Offer three distinctive ways of understanding how we learn um, a language. Behaviors highlights the role of participate and reinforcement in activate in habit. I'm sorry, formation. In activisms remains us that we have a natural uh, cap, uh, cap, cap, capacity to learn, and the interactiveness explains that language develops best when we interact with others. Taken together, this perspective reveal that learning involves both in inaptitude abilities and opportunities for communication. That's all.
Okay, I thank you to this group. You finished before the time and you covered all the stages. That was present, produce, and practice. I couldn't see the connection to the theory though, the methods. Like you presented this repetition, you said listen and repeat. But is that behaviorism, innatism, or interactionism? It's not clear.
Behaviorism. It's
Oh,
behaviorism.
okay. So you try to make repetition drills. Okay, that makes sense. Where's your lesson plan? Your lesson plan?
Moment, teacher.
Thank you, Carlos. I got the lesson plan already. Carlos, in your group, I had you, Evelyn Vergara, Jennifer Del Peso, Marilyn, Victor, anybody else?
Me, me confundí, me confused.
Sorry?
Yes. My partners.
Oh, Daniela Chica.
Yes, Daniela Chico.
Okay. But Daniela Chica is not from this group, right? And Evelyn Vergara, Nayeli Sarco. Okay, Nayeli Sarco. So there are 6 people in your group, right? 6 people?
Yeah, 6.
Okay. Okay, yes, I
Teacher,
think
I'm sorry. Del peso Jennifer is.
yeah, she's here. Jennifer
Okay.
Del Pez.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
No problem. Okay, there's just one thing that I'd like to show you. I don't know if you remember this, but it's important that you consider before the next time you hand in the lesson plan. All lesson plans have a format. If you don't have a format, you may want to use one from the internet. For example, this one here. It says lesson plan and it says date, subjects, materials, learning objectives, lesson outlines. You know, you need to decide a format. It's not only about asking artificial intelligence to create a plan for you, but you also need a format. Let me show you a lesson plan that I used. Okay, let me show you. It's one example of a lesson plan. Because you need to use a format to create your lesson plans. Hold a second. Okay, it is. Okay, so this is just an example for you. Look, this lesson planning or microcurricular planning, unidad educativa, blah, blah, blah. You need to make it up. You put the name, class, learning objectives, performance criteria, assessment indicators, active methodological strategies, assessment activities, technique, instruments, and that's it. That's the lesson plan. It doesn't have to be long, but it only shows the stages. These stages are different: anticipation, construction, and consolidation, but you should use present, produce, and practice here, okay? So here is an example. Where do you get the performance criteria from? From the curriculum of English, okay? So remember having a format for your next demo class, okay? Okay, overall, the group did a good job. I enjoyed the PPP lesson. Although you use listen and repeat, it's okay because you fulfill that and you use materials. Your performance was clear. I could understand your English, which is something positive. Okay, and let's quickly review the topics that we studied today. So in today's lesson, we described three main theories of language acquisition. We learned about behaviorism, innatism, and interactionism. Remember, ism. Behaviorism. That is the first theory. In Spanish, we call it conductismo. This theory was proposed by Skinner, and it says that language is a habit. You need to repeat, repeat, and repeat to acquire the language. Also, children learn through imitation. You know, like when you say a word, they repeat it. When you have a little baby, you say to the baby, "Hey, baby, can I have the water?" And the baby says, "Water." So imitation and practice are the key, and also positive reinforcement. Okay, you give constructive feedback. You say, hey, good job. You did this. Yes, very nice. What is an advantage? In behaviorism, we explain simple routines and early words. Something as a disadvantage is that you can't explain creativity, so that's something difficult. We also have that teaching implications, drills and repetition, as Evelyn says. Repetition, mimicry, memorize, audiolingual style. So, do you think behaviorism works today? ¿Funciona o no funciona el conductismo hoy en día? What do you think? ¿Qué creemos? ¿Funciona o no funciona el behaviorism? Eso de estar listen, repeat, memorize. ¿Alguien que participe?
En Spanish.
Yes, you can speak Spanish, no problem.
Creo que sí. Bueno, lo digo por mí también. Hay veces en que si no repito y no repito y no practico, yo me olvido. Entonces, no sé si como lo dice aquí el conductivista, el lenguaje es por imitación, práctica y repetición en los adultos. Y yo lo corroboro porque si no, yo me olvido. Igualmente, si no estoy practicando y repitiendo, no se me queda tampoco. No sé si también sea por, por la edad, pero creo que sí funciona todavía y creo que en niños también, ellos también aprenden imitando, lo digo por mi nieta, ella imita y repite lo que hago o lo que digo y solamente tiene 1 año y medio. Eso sería.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Jenny. Thank you for your knowledge. Carlos.
Bueno, yo también digo que sí funciona, pero en ciertos aspectos. Porque si bien sabemos, sabemos, este enfoque es así en sí útil para poder desarrollar, por lo menos en el inglés, para nosotros hábitos lingüísticos, ¿no? Pero porque tenemos la repetición, la práctica controlada, el refuerzo, y esto hace que, bueno, a los estudiantes, nosotros como estudiantes, automaticemos un vocabulario y una estructura simple y una pronunciación como tal, ¿no? Pero esta sí no es que promueva la comunicación como tal, ni real, ni una producción creativa.
Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. That was a deep analysis. And yes, I agree with you. Behaviorism sometimes works, but we need to think about something different because personally, I don't use repetition anymore with my students. I never say listen and repeat, study, repeat, work, repeat, play. I don't use it because, well, I have learned that there are other methods to learn vocabulary and pronunciation. For example, what about a conversation? Evelyn, do you study English? Do you study English? Say yes or no. Evelyn Manzano, do you study English?
Yes.
Okay, what I did was a question to Evelyn and I introduced study. And then she's listening. Okay, the word is study. And you remember the word by having a real conversation. Another example, work. Talia, do you work or study or both? You work, study, or both?
Is work.
Oh, you work, you don't study.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Ya sabemos que ella no estudia, le paga a alguien para hacer las tareas. Okay, it was just an example. Thank you, though. So remember, la repetición no es ya recomendada, no se les recomiendo. En lugar de eso, creemos un diálogo, hagamos un true false, para enseñarle al estudiante a través del ejemplo de una experiencia real. Por ejemplo, aquí tienen otro ejemplo más. True or false? I study English. True or false? For you?
True.
True.
Okay. Now, I study French. True or false?
False.
Oh.
What do we do? Communication. True or false? Okay, so remember, it's not only about repetition, it's also communication. Si solamente hacemos una actividad que no involucre una situación real, el estudiante no va a aprender. O tal vez lo pueda aprender por ahora, pero mañana se va a olvidar de todo. ¿Sí? Tenemos que hacer una conversación real, algo real que lo involucre, algo que conecte con el contexto. In the second theory, we have the innatism proposed by Chomsky. This language theory explains that there is a biological program in children to learn the language. This is called the universal grammar theory, which says that everybody has the ability to learn a language. And it depends on the stimulus and also the progress. Another thing you should consider is Krashen style of language acquisition, which is natural input. Don't overcorrect them, okay? That is something you need to remember. ¿Qué dice en la teoría naturalista o innatism? Que nosotros no debemos de corregir constantemente al estudiante, como lo hizo alguno de ustedes, que la compañera decía, voy a poner un ejemplo, ¿no? Usted le decía play y la compañera decía play, y usted le decía otra vez play y la compañera otra vez play. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que debemos hacer? No seguir corrigiendo. Una sola vez, si la compañera no pudo o el estudiante no pudo decirla, lo que deberíamos hacer es volver a hacer otra actividad en la que se vuelva a usar la palabra play para que el estudiante otra vez vuelva a ver esa palabra, play, ¿ok? Mientras más practique la misma palabra, los errores de pronunciación se van disminuyendo y llegará un momento, tal vez no ahora, pero sí va a llegar un momento en que la estudiante ya no diga play, sino play. Esa es la teoría del orden natural, que los errores desaparecen solos, sin necesidad de corregirlos tanto. ¿Ok? All right. Then we have the interactionism from Piaget, Vygotsky, and Tomasello. Language is a social skill. You need to have people and practice. You need to have also cognitive input, meaningful interaction, detected speech, and also scaffolding. Also, you need to consider interaction and communicative tasks, negotiation of meaning, peer group work. Esta es la teoría que hoy en día se usa para la adquisición de idiomas. Las otras dos anteriores se usan menos, pero esta es la más importante. Interactionism. De ahí vienen todas las teorías de adquisición. ¿Por qué? Porque promueve la comunicación. El idioma es una habilidad social. Usted necesita a una persona para poder aprender un idioma. Es verdad que hay gente que utiliza la inteligencia artificial para aprender el idioma, pero ¿quién hace la inteligencia artificial? Las personas. Entonces siempre se va a necesitar otra persona para poder aprender un idioma. Por eso hay que proponer siempre diálogos, así como ustedes decían en una de sus clases. Vamos a hacer una discusión. Let's create a discussion. Entonces, en la discusión, los estudiantes hablaban, ¿sí? ¿Y para qué es la discusión o el diálogo? Para aprender el vocabulario. Como lo hicimos aquí. I study French. What about you? Do you study French? and you said yes or no, and that's interaction. So that's all you need to remember about this theory. And group number one, you got 1.8, and group number 2, you got 1.6. Okay. Any questions about today's class? No questions? Okay, there's one student that is absent today, and I think it's Zambrano Steffi. You're here? Yes, you're here. I can see you. Okay, so let's take attendance. Please say present. Bahaña. Chica.
Yes, I'm here.
Gonza.
Yes, I'm here.
Del Peso. Manzano.
I'm
Morocho.
here. I'm here.
Teacher.
Palma.
I'm here.
Parra.
Present.
Peñafiel.
I'm here, teacher.
Pérez.
I'm here, teacher.
Pivaque.
I'm here.
Pilax. Ping.
I'm here, teacher.
Liwa.
Present.
Los.
I'm here, teacher.
Romo.
Present.
Sánchez.
Present.
Santana.
I'm here.
Tarco.
I'm here.
Triviño.
I'm here, teacher.
Segura.
I'm here.
Nayeli, I can't register your attendance if you have the camera off.
Sorry, teacher. I can't turn on my camera because today I had my wisdom tooth removed and my cheek is very swollen.
I'm sorry, Nayeli, but there are rules. I can't register your attendance. You need to fix that or send a justification through coordination, okay?
Yes. Ya, compañero Carlos, le envié la justificación, ya se la vuelvo a enviar, por favor, profesor.
Segura.
Yo le envié a usted, profe, pero no me ha revisado porque creo que está ocupadito.
Segura. Tavares.
I'm here.
Tenorio. Tavares.
Present,
Kenji.
teacher.
Tavares is absent. Tuapanta. Tuapanta. Tumbaco.
Present.
Pera.
Here, teacher.
I'm here.
Vergara.
Here.
Talía.
I'm here.
Steffi.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Okay, Nayeli, I read the justification. Don't worry.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, anybody else? ¿Alguien que me falte? Anybody?
Present, teacher. Tavares, excuse me.
If your camera is off, I can't put the attendance. You need to turn on the camera, Kenji. Kenji, do you hear me? Con cámara apagada no se puede registrar la asistencia. Ya eso lo hemos hablado.
Pharmacy.
Sorry?
It's a work in pharmacies.
Okay, but she needs to hand in a justification. Otherwise, I can't help her. Okay, thank you, everybody. Have a good night. See you next time.
Thank you, teacher. See you next.
Thank
Bye.